Very nice. Child torture in a movie theater. They were trafficked, and it resembled a movie theater. If you've ever seen the movie Phantom of the Opera, it looked just like that. Because I remember having this dream. I made a video about it, I think about a year and a half or 2 years ago, about this weird dream I had about these elites. And basically they were all gathered in what was like this movie theater, it looked like. Or like, have you ever seen the movie The Phantom of the Opera, or like a opera? Think of it like that. And basically, you had all these elitists. I was in the room and I was sitting there, and we were all looking down, and all of a sudden you could see behind the curtain children being tortured, then adults, teenagers, older people. But a lot of it was children, tortured in every way possible. And basically, what was weird about that dream when I had it, I think it was about a year and a half to 2 years later, I started to see this video on TikTok, and I'd only downloaded TikTok, I think, like one time. And, but I kept seeing this video even on my feeds. I think it was on my Facebook feeds, and it was like where where elites sacrifice children, and it was like a curtain, and you could see these children pulling the curtain back, and it was in like, it was in some place, like movie theater or something like that, or it was like in some place, and there was a part of it where you can, a door came up, and it was going underground, and underground was like an opera or a movie theater. And the weird thing with it, it looked just like the dream I had, where all these elites were gathered around, torturing these children, laughing at them. And I remember it was almost like another thing I had seen on this horror movie. It was Hostel Part 3, and it was based in Las Vegas, where you had all these elitists, all these elite people, as they call them, like the higher end people. And basically, they had like, they paid however much money you paid, you could switch it up, and like, you could like make these people get tortured in any way possible. If you wanted like their faces like filleted off, you wanted them to be like cut in half. Just a bunch of sick stuff was going on, and however much money they paid into it, like the worse it was basically for that child, that person, whoever. And I don't believe any of this stuff is like just coincidence. I just believe it's just, there's a lot more going on that really just people just don't see at all. You know, what's really going on. Far worse than people even realize, you know. And maybe, I don't know if a lot of people would like, maybe people would care, but at the same time, or maybe a lot of people do know, but they just can't really feel like they can do anything about it, because, you know, until the end finally does come, I just, you know, maybe they feel like they can't do anything, we can't do anything about it, I don't know. Or just like we pay our taxes, we go to work, we go to work every day until we die, you know, like, I don't know. But anyway, God bless, amen. Very nice, so.